Welcome back. It's 8:48 this morning. Listen to this. A brother and a sister attempt to rescue their missing scientist father. He's being held captive on a distant, hostile planet. We're talking about the classic A Wrinkle in Time, and now you can see it on stage. Here with more on the adaptation and when you can see it are Matilda Yatzko and Richard Bowler. Glad you're with us this morning. It's good to have you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Let's talk about this production because this is something you've heard. I've heard the name before. How has it been transitioned to the stage?
I would say very well.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a wonderful story, and it's very lightweight. It's very heartfelt, and it's great.
Talk to Richard about the backstory here. What's this based on?
Well, it's based on the classic book. It came out in 1962. Madeleine L'Engle wrote it, and it's a love piece. You know what's great about this story is that it's a loved piece and it hasn't been over commercialized. You know, you don't see, there's not like an animated version with the action figures out and everything. So even though it's beloved, it's still up to people's imaginations and all that, and we get to have another fresh interpretation of it here on the stage.
Matilda, how does your interpretation here really facilitate that imagination?
You know, because it hasn't really been super commercialized, it's a well enough known story that people will come to see it, but personally, I have had the opportunity to make this character my own and to really do some great work on that, and I guess just make this part me.
Yeah. Tell us about the character you play.
Well, I play Meg Murray, and she is the older sister of Charles Wallace. And she has to go with her brother and their mutual friend Calvin to go and rescue her missing father. So. Okay,
so that's part of the adventure that we're kind of embarking on together. Richard, you're playing a role, correct?
Well, yeah, I play a few roles. She's the star, but I play the father, Dr. Murray, and she is going to looking for me, and that's the impetus of the whole story, is that Dad is missing and what's happening, things happen, and can Meg find Dad, and how can she get to him even though he's on the other side of the universe?
Here's what I'm getting from this. This is a good family production. Am I right about that?
Absolutely,
yes.
yeah.
So bring the kids.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, brother, it's good for the whole family. It's fast-paced, it's fun. Yeah, there's something for everyone in it. Yeah, absolutely.
You play multiple roles. How many actors altogether are in the actual production?
There's 7 of us,
Okay.
yeah. And they're all double cast except for me.
Okay.
Yeah, so everyone has at least 2 parts.
That seems like a lot. You know, you obviously hear a lot about stage productions that do this kind of thing. Is that challenging to play more than one role?
Oh, absolutely. It keeps you on your toes. But it's also the presentation of the story. Like, we're all telling the story together, and a lot of us are giving narration lines and lifting what's going on stage. But everything's up to everyone's imagination and how lively you can be as well as an audience member, not just what's going on stage, but what's going on in your head. You know, so it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun.
I've got some names listed here of mysterious neighbors, characters: Mrs. Who, Mrs. Whatsit, and Mrs. Witch. W-H-I-C-H. Who are they?
Well, there's some pretty kooky characters. They are my character's guide through the universe. They're the main ones who help her to find her father. They introduce her to tesseracting, which is time travel, and it's awesome. They are very interesting.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Tell us when we can see this production. Where is it going on, and how much, and the times, and all that?
Well, it's premiering at the Vortex Theater, and it starts on January 16th.
So next week, right?
Yeah, and we go to February 1st.
So there's a couple weeks there involved. Friday, Saturday, 7:30 is what the times are that we've got listed. Saturday to Sunday, 2 o'clock. So you got a matinee for kids who may be home on the weekends, right? May not be able to stay up too late. Vortex Theater, we've got more information online at krqe.com. We've got information too in the KRQE links, so look for that there. And I guess bring your imaginations with you, right? Wrinkle in Time.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Matilda and Richard, thank you so much.
Thank
We're glad
you.
that you've
Thanks.
come to tell us about it. We'll be right back, guys.